Hello, welcome. My name is Rhonda. I'm with Morkes Chocolates. We've been around since 1920. Thanks for joining us to make this candy kit. This is going to be the Snowman apple. So you have your kit. So you should have all of these supplies. What you would need from your own kitchen would be a spoon and perhaps a wet towel to wipe your hands off if you get chocolate on it. So let us begin. We are going to begin first by emptying the chocolate in your microwavable container. Okay, we're going to just empty the whole thing in there. It doesn't take long to microwave. Actually, it's better when you do high temperature short spurts. Just do them and then mix in between because all of a sudden the chocolate will melt. Okay, so I'm going to put it in the microwave. When I say short spurts, I'm going to put it on for 15 seconds. And then we're going to stop it and we're going to stir it and we're going to do that again. And all of a sudden it should take about, let's see, about 3 times I believe it'll take to melt this. So let's go ahead and see. Okay, so this is the first time. And you can see there's like nothing really has happened to it. So let's try this again. And then in the meantime, we're going to take, this is chocolate fudge. This is what we're going to use to do the buttons on the snowman, the eyes, and the mouth. We're going to actually shape little balls. So take that out while you're waiting. Let's do the chocolate here. See how it's slowly starting. You can kind of feel it with your spoon that it's the texture of the chocolate is changing. So let's try one more time. So what we're going to do, and we always give a little bit extra so you can munch on it while you're making the stuff too. Different microwaves can be a little bit more powerful than others. See this? See how that's just melting? That's 3 times. So you have to get to know your own microwave, and then you perhaps can start with 20 seconds the first time, maybe 25. See, the problem with microwaves is that it's the ray part of the microwave because it'll zap. It'll go to one area and it could burn that one little section. The only 2 reasons you need to throw away chocolate is if it gets burned and the smell is like nasty, or you get water in it. So those are the only 2 reasons. If you make a bad product with chocolate, you can eat it. If it doesn't look so good, it'll still taste good. Okay, so this will go in just a little bit longer. Okay, so let me do it one more time. And the reason why I have these sheets here is just to keep it clean for you. It's wax paper. Chocolate gets on here and dries. You can peel it right off and either reuse it or eat it. So we'll do one more zap. We're going to do another 10 seconds. So the total amount I've done so far is about a minute. Just I did it in divisions and stirred in between. Again, you don't want to burn it. You can potentially, though, if you burn it, and you catch it just right away, you could cut that little section out and throw it away. I shouldn't say cut. You're going to scoop it with a spoon and throw it away, and the rest should be good. See that? It's beautiful. It's beautiful. So let's put this here. Okay, it'll be okay for a little bit. And if it does, let's say you get distracted and you have to go do something, you just re-zap it again. It's not a problem to reheat chocolate. Okay? It's only 2 reasons you can't deal with chocolate. Water gets in it, or it gets burnt. So what you want to do is you want to make 5 bigger balls and 5 smaller. So we're just going to roll them. And again, it's fudge. And then we're doing it now because then it can crust over just a little bit. And our fudge is really good. It's all natural. It's really, really, really good. So this is kind of a fun way to decorate the snowman. So it doesn't really matter. You'll kind of get to know how big you want to make the buttons and how big you want to make the mouth. So the mouth is going to be the smaller pieces, so 5 of each, and the buttons and the eyeballs are going to be larger pieces. Okay, so now I'm going to do some 5 smaller ones. Again, it's really how you want it to look. So if you do it a few times, you can change it up a little bit and try something different. So I'm just gonna, that's 2. You can kind of see how they're a little bit smaller. It's not dramatically smaller, but it will make a difference. This is your creation. So while we might be giving you the tools to make it, it's ultimately how you want it to look. So all right, so this is going to be the mouth. So it's going to be like a little circle around like that. And these are going to be the eyes. And then these are going to be the buttons. So you can kind of see how that is. Okay, so again, like I said, give extra fudge so you can eat it. Try something out there. So then we also have the little top hat. So it's kind of good to take everything out so you're ready to go too. Just because when the chocolate is melted on there is when you want to adhere the other items. Chocolate becomes like a chocolate glue, and that's what makes it stick. Okay, what is this little thing? This is going to be the nose. So what I like to do is take it. It's a little chocolate called a pokey. So it's chocolate inside. I just bite half of it off, or you can use a knife if you're giving this away. And this is going to be the nose, okay? So I have a little peek on the nose. And then this, of course, is going to be the scarf. You should have a picture of the product with your kit, kind of guide you and how it's going to look. And again, we put extra in here so you can eat something along the way. All right, now take this out of the little cup and take your jumbo marshmallow. We are going to stick the marshmallow down the center. And you might want to figure out like which way do you want the snowman, because an apple kind of leans one way to the other. So this way looks good. Now it's facing me. So now we're going to chocolate. Let's see, it can sit there. It doesn't set up that fast, even on a cold day like today. So now we're going to pour it, cover this, just like this, okay? And any chocolate that goes over, remember, it's going to dry on this wax sheet, and you can peel it off and remelt it and use it. So it's okay if you have extra chocolate. Just cake it all up. One nice thing about chocolate is it is kind of a way to preserve the item that it's covering. For example, if you left that marshmallow out, it would get a little dried up. But chocolate, by covering it with the chocolate, it helps to preserve the freshness of the marshmallow. Now the apple is not a big issue. The apple is perishable, so you have a week or two on the apple, but it's not going to change anything with the apple. All right, so there we go. So I do have other sheets because now it's facing you the angle that I'm going to do the face on it. Okay, so I'm going to then come back to my side here, and now I'm going to start to decorate it. See, this is when this comes in handy. Okay, so I'm going to do the eyes. Eye. And if it's if it starts to fall down, you need to let the chocolate cool down more because it's still a little too warm and it might fall down. So we got these little eyes. We've got the nose. So anyway, if it is falling down, just stop and have a little fudge and then come back when it's a little bit more dry. And if it does dry too much, you can add some of the chocolate glue, the melted chocolate, to adhere it. So let's do the centerpiece, because then we'll do 2 on each side. 1, 2, and then this comes up here, this comes here, and then we have the buttons. So 1, oops, see now this is dry. Okay, so I'm going to take a little of this white chocolate and I'm going to stick it on there. Remember, it's chocolate glue. Just don't want to get the white on the fudge, if you can help it. Okay, sometimes you can take this and you can just put it where you want it to go and also stick that on there. That was a little cleaner. And then we got this right here. So this is there. Okay, so far we got this guy. He's coming along. We've got the scarf. You just roll it and roll it and roll it. And unless you want to eat some of it, again, there's extra licorice to munch on. And then the top hat. The top hat. So we're going to take a little bit of chocolate. And we're going to put it on the top. Because we want this to adhere pretty nicely to it. So we do that. And it can lean against that stick that you have there. So there is your snowman. How'd yours come out? Pretty good? All right. Now we're going to move on. We have a second project, which we are going to use the chocolate, the extra chocolate we have. And this chocolate, see, look at this. See how it just peels right off? And you take it, and you can eat it, like I said, or you can just remelt it. So what we're going to do here is we're going to remelt it. So this extra chocolate we're going to do a little project with, but you could also save the chocolate and you could dip strawberries with it. You could dip cookies. So the chocolate will be good for other items. Right now we're going to use this to pour. So again, I'm going to melt this chocolate. It doesn't need long. So we'll maybe do like 10 or 15 seconds. Okay, that was 15 seconds. Okay, see how it melts really nice? Again, you don't want to burn it. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do a fun little treat. It's very easy to make. Get my stuff. We're going to do popcorn, white chocolate popcorn, okay? So we could do it a couple ways. You could put the popcorn on here and pour the chocolate on top. You could do it that way. I also brought, for fun, if you have some pretzels sitting around the house, it adds a little crunch. So you could break these up too. So let's say we put the popcorn here and some pretzel to give it an extra little crunch, which is an item that we make and I really like it. So you can pour it on here. The other thing you can do is you can put everything in a bowl and then pour it out and mix it up. But I'm going to put the popcorn on here because it'll keep it, it's just a different. So if you did pour it in the bowl and you put everything in there, you want to take it out of the bowl before it sets up. Okay, you could, if it starts to set up, you could zap it just a little bit. By the way, you could always use a double boiler. It's just microwave, I find, is very easy. So I'm going to put a couple pretzels on here. Okay, then I'm going to pour the chocolate. And how much you put on, that's a matter of taste. This again is going to keep the pretzels and chocolate fresh, or you can put it in like a Ziploc bag and it'll stay fresh. So I'm doing that. So it's not as much. You could put a lot more chocolate on it if you wanted. And then if you want to take it even, make it, you could get different colors depending on the holiday. Christmas, you could go with reds and greens. Or just for I'm thinking more like birthday, because this is real festive colors. So this, you can change it up. Just a little for a color. And then this is going to set up, and it's really good. So that is the white chocolate popcorn crunch and your snowman. Thanks for doing the kit. I hope everything comes out great for you. And if you have any questions, you can always email us, call us. Any problems you might have, just ask us. We'll hopefully help you through it. Okay, thanks a lot. Bye.